Hey guys, so I apologize that I haven't been able to do a video last night as I was supposed to, or even upload today because that's what I usually do. But yesterday I went to an escape room with my brother and a few friends, and we did end up coming back pretty late. And because I partied hard, I guess you can say, I kind of started feeling a little sick, and I wasn't really up to making a video. Especially even this morning, I wasn't all that great. And also, I have been doing a lot of packing, so that's why this whole backdrop is different. And so that whole thing is all tedious. There's a lot of things that go into that whole process, especially when you're moving. It's not easy, and I'm gonna be moving in a few days, so that's why you might even hear an echo right now, because there's like nothing in this room other than boxes and stuff like that. Also, if you're someone who watches my resistance videos as well, I probably won't be able to do that tonight, maybe tomorrow, because I haven't even seen the video yet. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Anyway, let's get into the video. So right off the bat, no pun intended, we got to see, at the beginning of the episode, we got to see Michonne kind of getting tired of this life, and it was like she was so used to this whole Walking Dead life, right? Her being with her sword, her katana, all of that. So she kind of found a way, I guess, in the beginning of the episode to kind of balance that. But I don't know if that's enough for her. And it was really important because we got to see her talking to Negan, right? And the whole thing, most of the episode was focused on her and Negan, right? And Rick and Daryl and all these conflicts, right? And all the Oceanside stuff that was going on. And the conflict between when she was talking to Negan, when Michonne was talking to Negan and she gave him food and whatever, and he taunted her and stuff like that, it was I didn't know where it was gonna go. At first I didn't think it was like really needed. I felt like it was dragged out. And the last part with Negan in it, I thought it was unneeded, but it was really unexpected because I didn't think Negan would ever do something like that. I mean, I know he has nothing left to lose because now we don't know where Lucille is. He doesn't know, right? And he has been starving himself, even though they've been giving him food. But yeah, like he bashed his head on a wall, and we don't know if he's dead or not. But if he is, like, that's crazy. I didn't think that would ever happen. It was kind of a shock to me, at least. And aside from that, we got to see the whole Rick and Daryl thing going on. They fought in a pit. Then at the end, they had to work together to get out. And that's kind of what the whole theme of this show is: togetherness, and then breaking apart and with the internal conflicts. But in the end, they always have to come together. That's what Rick he's always been trying to say. But it's crazy because the whole Oceanside thing, right? Even for Negan, I'm not really concerned if he's dead or not. Other than why, like, I don't care about him, but I'm only concerned about his death is because it might, stir up the pot even more than it already is. Because the Saviors are going to get even more angry because they keep getting killed by everyone from Oceanside, and now Hilltop is also in on it, right? And it's becoming this crazy mix-up, and everything that Rick was building, it's kind of just getting destroyed. And I loved that part. When they, like, after all of that, like, when Rick and Daryl, after they fought, they came out together, right? They figured a way out. But then they tried to, leave those hordes, and Daryl suggested that he destroy the bridge. But, Rick really wanted to keep the bridge going because the bridge is like it symbolizes the togetherness, right? They all did it together, and he wants to keep everything together. And it doesn't matter to him what the costs are. He's gonna keep the bridge going, even if it means that it will get him in trouble. And that's exactly what happened right after. Right, I was expecting the whole episode because we all know that Rick and Andrew Lincoln are leaving the show. I don't know if Norman Reedus is, but I think he was, and that's why I was also afraid for him. In that scene, one of the two of my favorite characters in one sweep, or one or the other, that would have been crazy, but both of them were okay at that point. But then Rick, when he was on his horse, he felt the horse got really, I guess it got really ratty, and it just kicked him off. and he ended up getting impaled onto this little bar thing, and we don't know, like, I guess this is it for him, because they even announced that this was his final, or next episode, his final episode. And it's crazy because the way that they ended that whole part was, it was nice to see that final shot, because it was a callback to the final shot of the pilot episode where Rick, where all the zombies are all the hordes are coming together, cornering Rick, putting him in the middle of it all, and everything just seems like everything's lost, and there's no way out of that. And it was also similar because they devoured the horse in the first episode, and in this one they haven't devoured it yet, but they probably will. And we know that Rick gets out of it as well, but we don't know. I don't think he doesn't look like he's getting out alive. The whole next episode is probably just gonna be him and kind of having flashbacks and just going through his near-death experience, and that's why we get to see Shane return for, I guess, a flashback, or just him as his guide or something like that. And as interested as I am in this whole show, and I'm liking every episode, it's giving me this fatigue that I can't really explain. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you know, and that's why a lot of people have tuned out. But I don't know if I want to keep going, because I feel like it's overplayed, and if Rick is gone, I just don't feel like there's much to do. I know there's a lot, but I feel like it's just kind of just stretching it out for no reason, like they usually do, and I hope it doesn't turn out to be that way. But I might even, if depending on how it goes, I might just be, the next episode might be the last one I watch. Obviously, if I had done this channel in the past, I would have done the other seasons, and I'm sorry, like I'm not going to be able to do it if I decide I don't want to watch the show anymore. But yeah, I feel personally, I think that it started with Rick, and it should have just ended with Rick, or at least end with his legacy with Carl, and not just any legacy. It has to be Carl, or someone that we've always followed, someone that just could show the beacon of hope. You know what I mean? It's hard to express in these kinds of words, but yeah. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, as I do loads of videos like this, although I'm not really sure if I'm going to continue this kind of video, because I don't know how long I'm going to keep watching The Walking Dead. But anyway, let me know what you think of this whole show. Are you getting tired of it? What do you think is going to happen? What do you think the fate of the show will be after Rick? And do you think Negan killed himself? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you soon.